India, a land of incredible contrasts. We're a country blessed by the bounties of nature and hard-working industrious people. We're also a nation stalked by relentless, overbearing poverty. Over 70% of our 1.2 billion people live in more than 500,000 villages. Without improving their socio-economic status, India can never hope to achieve its dreams of inclusive growth. Elimination of poverty, improving the quality of life, and ensuring a sustainable growth of the rural areas stand tall on the agenda of the Government of India. The Ministry of Rural Development has a whole array of programs to generate income through wage and self-employment, to provide shelter and social security for the vulnerable, to develop land resources, rural roads, sanitation and sources for safe drinking water. The Ministry of Rural Development aims to achieve its grand vision of sustainable and inclusive growth of rural India through a multi-pronged strategy. This is also targeted through convergence of efforts with other departments with stakes in rural India. The DRDAs, or the District Rural Development Agencies, play a cardinal role in this crusade against poverty and underdevelopment as primary agents of change. The DRDA is a professional agency with specialized tasks. It has an organic relationship with the Ministry as its principal organ at the district level to oversee the performance of all anti-poverty and welfare schemes. The DRDAs do not implement the schemes directly. That's done by the blocks, Gram Panchayat and other executive agencies. The DRDAs are mandated to monitor the effective implementation and improve the functioning of these programs. Experience from all over the country shows wherever the DRDAs have played this role well, the performance of programs has been better. Parvati Devi, an impoverished contract labourer at Uttarakhand, had stopped expecting anything new from life at 65. Today she enjoys the bliss of owning a house. Her saviour was the Indira Awas Yojana, a scheme through which rural BPL card holders are given technical and financial assistance to build their own houses. In the Korapur district of Odisha, Kamala Khora used to work as a daily wager in this brick kiln. Today, she owns it. Thanks to the National Rural Livelihoods Mission, or NRLM, Kamala formed a self-help group with other village women under the scheme, took a loan from the government and got the kiln on lease. Now, they work for themselves. This road, deep inside rural Jodhpur, showcases what convergence can achieve. Having populations under 500, the villages of Revat and Monk were not eligible for Pakka roads under the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, or PMGSY. Here, Mahatma Gandhi and Rega joined forces with PMGSY. Mahatma Gandhi and Rega guarantees 100 days of wage employment every financial year and empowers every rural family to demand work. The convergence of two schemes has led to not only an all-weather gravel road, but these villages are now connected by a 1-kilometre stretch of concrete road. This has opened up numerous new avenues of opportunity for the villagers. The biggest problem faced by rural India is perhaps lack of awareness. To counter this, the Ministry of Rural Development has launched a Lab to Land initiative. Under this, a village-based cadre of volunteers called Bharat Nirman Volunteers or BNVs are being trained about the rights and entitlements of people. Their mission is to spread awareness in their own villages about government schemes and how to access their benefits. Help organize and revitalize Gram Sabhas to better work out village development plans and thereafter monitor their implementation. BNVs are fast turning out to be the real game changers of rural India. The effective functioning of DRDAs and realization of their objectives now heavily depends on these foot soldiers of development. DRDAs play a critical role in enabling India's rural areas to catch up with the national growth engine. Understanding their efficacy, the Ministry is currently restructuring the DRDA to harness their potential better. The DRDA plays a critical role of being the development catalyst for rural India. By ensuring that the numerous welfare schemes launched by the Government of India reach their intended recipients, the agency is ushering in a new era of inclusive growth. DRDA's mandate is to find unique and case-specific ways to attack rural poverty, to oversee program implementations and to ensure that they adhere to guidelines, quality, equity and efficiency, to enable the rural poor to partake in the decision-making process, to report to the prescribed authorities on implementation, to promote transparency in decision-making and implementation, and to build synergies and convergence among different implementing agencies involved: government, non-government, technical and financial. It's the responsibility of DRDA to think differently, to create the right all-inclusive ecosystem of growth for every rural district of India involving all the stakeholders. It's the task of DRDA to make sure that poverty loses at all fronts forever. It's our job to ensure that together India wins.